Hello folks, and welcome back to another review of Thoughts On. This time, I'm going to do a double review. So, just how I did the Kung Fu Panda first two movies. I decided to do Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2, because I don't remember ever watching the second one. I don't even think I saw the second one ever, but it was an interesting watch. I did enjoy it just as much as, well, I shouldn't say as much, but it was pretty decent. It's a pretty decent sequel to the first one. The first one came out in 1998. They both starred Eddie Murphy during his heyday of family movies with I can't even remember what time Mansion came out, Haunted Mansion. I think it was in the early 2000s or whatever. But I like Eddie Murphy for what, he's pretty funny. Pretty good comedic timing, good humor, good actor. I like Meet Dave. I like the Shrek films. I like him as Donkey. And I did see the recent Beverly Hills Cop Axel X or whatever it's called, the fourth one anyway. I did see that. I thought it was fine. But yeah, going back to these ones, is this the first movie, Dr. Dolittle, is directed by Betty Thomas and is written by 3 people. Like, why? First off. And I mean, it's based off, what is it, a short story or a book series or whatever? Or a book story, or a story of a pretty much a guy who, he's a human doctor. I guess he works with human people, but then he's able to hear animals talk, and he freaks out over it. And throughout the movie, he ends up helping it. In the first one, it's a tiger, and the second one, it's a bear trying to help him get laid, basically. Well, I will say, while the soundtrack I noticed in the first one wasn't anything ear-catching, the second one actually has I shouldn't say a decent amount, but I didn't mind the R&B soundtrack, what they were putting on that, which I thought was interesting. They leaned more to R&B stuff more than in the first film, where it was more classical, I guess, or score or whatever. The first one, I mean, they both have heart, if anything, but I would say maybe the first one has a bit more heart to me, because his family didn't believe in that he can talk to animals. And then the second one, of course, pretty much by then, he is a world-known doctor who talks to animals and can help animals. Pretty much like Caesar. The dog was like the dog whisperers or whatever. That I guess they can actually, who knows if they can actually hear dogs speak, But there's some funny stuff in the first one where, there's this whole thing throughout the first one where he's worried about this merger and like this other company buying out his company, I guess, that he works for. And so he has to try to make a good impression so they can sign the papers or whatever. And stuff happens where I don't know who voices the animals. I swear it sounds like Owen Wilson plays the voice of the bear in the second film. Could be wrong. You have a young Raven Simone in the first film, and she actually plays a decent, well, small amount in the second one, funny enough. Especially where they go with her character, which went nowhere because, well, I guess they couldn't get her to We want you, because she became a big Disney star at the time, so I'm not doing those movies. Let's get the girl that played Penny from Proud Family, which they didn't hint that she can hear any animals at all. And even the twist in the second film where it's Raven that can hear the animals and not the younger sister. That kind of sucked because, again, they write Raven's character off. I forget what they even say that happened to her. I think she went off to college or whatever. And I love how they do reference Stuart Little in the second one, which that would have been interesting crossover. Why not get him in this? But yeah, I mean, you have Eddie Murphy, you have his buddy Mark, who's pretty much just a greedy employee. He's like a best friend, I guess, to him, but he's not really a good friend because he doesn't really care about him. He just cares about the money part of things. You have his two daughters. You have Raven Simone, who plays Charisse, who she's passable in the first film. She doesn't do anything much in the first film, really. You have his wife, if I can get her name, Lisa, played by Kristen Wilson. Yeah. Kyla Pratt as the younger sister, Maya Dolittle, who gets the third film in this franchise, which I don't remember caring for because Eddie wasn't in it, Raven wasn't in it, so like I think I just zoned out at the time. But yeah, I mean, the acting wasn't bad from anybody really. I did like some of the voices of the animals. I thought they were funny. Some of them, I'm pretty sure if I saw their names or their faces of who voiced them, I would, oh yeah, I know that actor or actress. I think it was Lisa Noro or whatever, Phoebe from Friends, who voices Ava, the female bear that the other bear is trying to bang throughout the movie. Because pretty much the second film, the first film's him, reawakening his hearing power of animals. The second one is him, a well-known Dr. Dolittle. He's well famous, and now, animals are asking for him to help them out with whatever problems they have, as well are humans. But it seems like he sticks mostly to animals now in the second film. To me, that I noticed at the beginning. And the second one came out in 2001. But yeah, I mean, Cedric the Entertainer. He played Zubair. Whatever character that was. I want to know who played the voice of the dog, Lucky. That'd be great to know. Oh, you have James Avery in a cameo scene, which I thought was a pretty funny scene where he's arguing with Eddie over the phone because he's wondering who's in his daughter's contacts in her phone. I guess she I guess that girl starred in 2 of the Dolittle films. A 4th one as well? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, the second one deals with him trying to save a not a rainforest, but like a animal forest full of animals. And basically, the court wants him to get another bear and another bear to mate to have cubs, and then they won't do anything to that forest or whatever. I'm like, what? Because I guess that's a law. If there's family of animals or bears, then it's like, oh, and I'm just going like, what? But I mean, overall, it's again, I would probably stick with the first film because again, I did like the second one. I did laugh a good bit at it, but you know, talking about like now and all, I would probably stick with the first film because it seemed like it. I don't know if it was more. It looked more in terms of editing and, or not even editing, just I don't know, it seemed more simple because there's more going on in the second one. Where again, you have Eddie Murphy's character dealing with his daughter being ungrateful or whatever, but then you find out why she's acting out the way she is, and you're believed, oh, it's because she hates all this attention her dad's getting, and it's embarrassing with him talking to animals, and then you have this whole him training this other bear to be a real bear, and his wife having an attitude with him throughout the movie as well. So you have all these different subplots going on, and it's like, at least in the first film, it was simple. It was him freaking out over, hearing animals and trying to figure that out. But then he had really just one goal, was to try to help the animals, and he did. And then a tiger got in the picture, and he had to try to help the tiger throughout the rest of the third act. So at least that film, the first one, seemed more, I don't know, put together better than the second one. Less stuff going on in the first one. I don't know how well these movies even did. I know like the first one, I guess, did well, but I don't know how well the second one did. I mean, I guess well enough to get a third film that nobody really talks about. We also get a Lionel Richie song in the second film as well, which one of my favorite songs, truly, actually, which was funny and cool. You have you have this one scene where he's trying to teach the bear how to be alpha, and like his wife chews him out, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, honey," and then like they're teasing him, and I thought that scene was funny because she snaps back at him, and he just takes it because he has to. So that was funny. But yeah, overall, I would say like if you are, I haven't seen the Robert Downey Jr. version of Dr. Dolittle, and I don't plan on seeing it either. But yeah, I would definitely pass that. I think that one flopped huge, but I could be wrong. I don't even think it got really good reviews when it came out. Wasn't that was right after Endgame, I believe. After he was done playing Iron Man, he does that movie, and then it flopped. But what are you gonna do? The second one's directed by Steve Carr, which I don't know what else he's done. What else did he do? Oh, he did movie 43. He did a TV movie, Freaky Friday. Oh, he did a new one. Yeah. He did Players. He did Bart the Mall Cop. He did Are We Done Yet? Oh, that's him? I did it. I actually liked that movie a good bit. Still enjoy it. He did Daddy Daycare too. He did Rebound with Martin Lawrence, I believe. He did Next Friday. Are you serious? Okay, so he did like maybe 2 movies that 3 movies that I like. Well, 4, because I did like the second one. But he did like 3 movies I actually like. Okay. But other than that, yeah, I can't say I just repeat myself. So yeah, let me know in the comments or in the description if anybody. I have a PayPal down below in the description if anybody wants me to review a certain or reaction to certain whatever, or commentary, what have you. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace and love.